For a long time, if you wanted a robot to do something like open a fridge or fold a towel or pick a cup, you have to write the code telling the robot exactly what to do, step by step, every single movement, every possible thing that could go wrong. And that worked, kind of. But the problem is, the world is messy and unpredictable. And you cannot write code for every single messy situation the robot is going to encounter. So some researchers started to ask, what if instead of programming robots, we just show them how to do it? For example, if we think about how a kid learns to tie shoelaces, nobody programs the kid with a step-by-step manual. A parent sits down, does it slowly, and then the kid watches, then tries, and then gets better. Imitation learning is basically that, but for robots. You show the robot what you want it to do, then you do the task yourself many times, like opening the fridge, fold the shirt, place the object in the right spot, while the robot watches through its cameras and sensors. Then, from enough of those demonstrations, the robot starts to figure out the pattern. Not because someone programmed the pattern in, but because the robot learned to recognize what doing this correctly actually looks like. And the results are kind of remarkable. At UC Berkeley, a team taught a robot to fold laundry this way, analyzing thousands of human folding actions, and ended up with a system that folds clothes correctly like 93% of the time. Quick one, if any of this makes you curious about getting into humanoid robots, the Construct Humanoid Robotics Masterclass teaches you everything about humanoid robots, from how to build them to how to program them. And the whole content is online. Check the link below for more information. Let's continue. So, imitation learning on its own, it's already pretty cool. But here's where things have gotten really interesting in the last couple of years. Researchers started combining imitation learning with something you have probably already heard of: large language models. The kind of models that can understand language, recognize images, and reason about the world. And when you combine those two things, then a robot that learns by watching humans and an AI that understands language and context, you get something called Vision Language Action Model, or VLA for short. What that means in practice is the following. Instead of training a robot to do one specific task, fold this specific shirt in this specific room, you can train a robot that understands its instructions the way a person would. You say, put the apple in the bowl, and then the robot looks at the scene, figures out where the apple is, where the bowl is, and does it. Even if the apple is in a different spot than before, even if the bowl is a different color, because the robot isn't following a script. The robot actually understands what you are asking. Now, you may be wondering, why should you care about any of this? Well, let me tell you this. The reason why robots haven't been in our homes yet isn't that they are not strong enough or fast enough. The reason is that homes are complicated. Nothing is ever in the exact same place. A glass of water looks different depending on the light. You may ask for something in 10 different ways, and rigidly programmed robots just cannot handle that. But a robot that learns from watching humans and understands language and context can start to handle it. Georgia Tech researchers recently showed that robots trained with VLAs can stack cups, fold clothes, plate fruit, and pack food. And after some improvements, they were doing those tasks 3 to 4 times faster than the humans who originally demonstrated them. The robot learned from a human and then got faster than the human. That's a slightly uncomfortable sentence, but also a genuinely exciting one. What I find most exciting about all of this is what it means for who gets to teach robots. If robots learn by watching humans do things, then the people who can teach them aren't just engineers. They are anyone who can demonstrate a task. For example, a chef teaching a robot to plate food, a nurse teaching a robot to help a patient sit up, a parent teaching a robot to fold laundry properly. This type of programming for robots can democratize the usage of robots in many different aspects of life. Having said that, at present, it is still not possible to teach a robot just by doing the task in front of him. The robot trainers need to use special tools to show the robot the task in its own terms. But the next step in robot learning is to get rid of those tools and just show in front of the robot a task in order to learn it. Anyway, robots watching humans to learn is not science fiction anymore. It is happening in research labs right now, and it's moving fast into real products. And the people building those systems, figuring out how to make robots understand, adapt, and improve, are some of the most interesting people working in technology today. If that sounds like something you'd want to be part of, then you have no excuses to join our Humanoid Robotics Masterclass and then start learning the latest techniques in humanoid robots and also make yourself a dent in the universe of humanoid robots. Check the link below and start a new life in humanoid robotics. No experience required.